under low gray skies over the Dnieper River, in a vulnerable, swampy area full of natural traps. Ukrainian Marines from the 40th Marine Infantry Brigade, known by their ferocious shark emblem, once again proved their dominance in drone warfare. FPV drone footage released today captures the gripping moments as 15 Russian occupiers, desperate to infiltrate and hide on small, flooded islands in the Dnieper, are destroyed one by one in a series of brutal and merciless precision strikes. Here's a detailed reconstruction of each attack based on the original video footage. The footage opens with a drone view hovering high above the calm but treacherous waters of the Dnieper. A small Russian landing craft is seen speeding by, carrying infantry troops attempting to infiltrate the island. The Russian flag was prominently displayed on the ship's hull as a sign of provocation. The Ukrainian FPV drone operator locked onto the target, the kamikaze drone gliding like a hawk, ambushing its prey. A powerful explosion sent water into the air in a blinding white geyser. The first ship was instantly shattered, its hull capsized, and its crew plunged into the frigid water. Several figures could be seen desperately trying to swim, but their fate was sealed. At the same time, "First target neutralized," the operator whispered in the recording. This was the fatal opening blow. The first ship to dare to cross was instantly reduced to rubble floating down the river. However, shortly after the first explosion subsided, a second Russian landing craft emerged from the river mist, rushing to the scene to rescue its wounded comrades. This ship was larger, packed with armed soldiers frantically on its deck, trying to pull their fallen comrades out of the water as they continued to advance toward the island. And the Ukrainian drone operator gave no chance to the enemy survivors. From above, the FPV camera captured the ship's movement clearly amidst the turbulent ripples. A second drone was launched, skimming low over the surface like a live torpedo. The second explosion was even more devastating. Flames and black smoke billowed, the ship split in two, and its crew scattered into the water. Footage showed bodies floating, some still moving feebly among the burning wreckage. The rescue boat was also lost. Within minutes, the two ships became iron graves in the Dnieper, the remaining Russian troops now trapped between water and hostile land. After the ships were destroyed, a small portion of the Russian troops managed to reach the island's shore, covered in thickets and flooded swamps. They attempted to hide behind thick vegetation, hoping the fog and trees would provide cover. But Ukrainian UAV operators were watching their every move. Thermal and FPV footage showed the heat shadows of enemy bodies moving swiftly among the dry trees. BPLA operators recorded their movements and precisely directed the FPV drone attack. The drones were launched in rapid succession, explosion after explosion rocking the small island. A bright fire burned amidst the dry grass, incinerating the undergrowth and anyone within. Overall, one by one, Russian soldiers were seen being thrown to the ground, their bodies burned or mangled by drone debris. Footage showed flames rising high, consuming everything that remained. The enemy group that managed to land on the island was completely eliminated. According to official data from the brigade, 13 Russian invaders were killed on the spot. 2 more were seriously wounded and left for dead on the battlefield, unable to be rescued by their comrades who had already been destroyed. A total of 15 invaders who had dared to infiltrate the flooded Dnieper swamps were now victims. Clear proof that there is no safe haven for the occupation in this region. On the same day, units of Ukraine's Unmanned Systems Forces, USF, have struck 16 Russian military targets using drones, including Iskander operational tactical missile systems, air defense assets, and an oil refinery in Tuapse. USF Commander Robert Magyar Brovdi reported on Telegram that the strikes targeted 2 Iskander bases near the settlements of Mizhyria and Kurortna in occupied Crimea. He said the operation was carried out by drone operators from the 9th Kairos Battalion of the 414th Separate Unmanned Systems Brigade Magyar's Birds, Ptaki Magyara. According to open sources, the Iskander, NATO reporting name SS-26 Stone, is a Russian operational tactical missile system introduced in 1999 and mass-produced since 2005. It is capable of launching both ballistic and cruise missiles. The Iskander M variant fires ballistic missiles with a declared range of 500 kilometers, 310 miles, potentially up to 700 kilometers, 435 miles, with a lighter or nuclear warhead. The Iskander K variant launches R-500, 9M729 cruise missiles similar to Caliber, with a range of up to 1,500 to 2,000 kilometers, 930 to 1,240 miles. At the same time, the system was first used in combat during Russia's 2008 invasion of Georgia. Since February 24, 2022, Russia frequently launches Iskander missiles from border regions, such as Bryansk and Kursk, toward Ukraine. Despite intercepts by systems such as Patriot, NASAMS, Iris-T, and S-300, Iskander missiles remain difficult to shoot down due to their speed and maneuverability. Ukrainian Air Force spokesperson Yuri Ignat previously said Russia had upgraded the Iskander M system to follow quasi-ballistic trajectories and deploy radar decoys during the terminal phase, complicating interception, including by Patriot systems. Meanwhile, additional targets reportedly hit by USF include an OSA-AK air defense system in Vodyane, Donetsk region, a Pantsir S-1 system in Crimea, oil depots in Oktyabrsk and Hlyboki Yar in Crimea, a Buk M1 system in Batahivka, Zaporizhia region, an ammunition depot of Russia's Black Sea Fleet in Mizhyria, Crimea, a workshop and warehouse for Rubicon drones in Hirne, Donetsk region. Brovdi said the strikes were carried out on Wednesday, April 15th. He also separately noted that USF units took part in a strike on the Tuapse oil refinery in Russia's Krasnodar region. According to Brovdi, further details will be released by Ukraine's General Staff, which has not yet provided additional information. Drone strikes hit multiple locations across Russia overnight into Thursday, April 16th, targeting energy and fuel infrastructure, according to Russian officials and open-source analysts. A fire broke out at the Tuapse oil refinery in the Krasnodar region following the attack. Analysis by Astra indicated at least 2 fires on the refinery's premises, with another blaze detected offshore. The facility, operated by a subsidiary of Rosneft, is part of a broader fuel supply complex that includes a Black Sea marine terminal. Regional Governor Veniamin Kondratiev did not confirm damage to the refinery. Authorities declared a state of emergency, with reported damage to residential buildings and schools. Classes in Tuapse were cancelled. Russia's defense ministry said it intercepted 207 drones overnight across multiple regions, including Belgorod, Kursk, Bryansk, and Krasnodar, as well as over the Black